Kevin Brennan actually got a TMZ article written about him. Unfortunately, it's a very negative one. And they used one of my videos in their article on their website. So, ex-SNL writer mocks Perry death. Ha ha ha. A former SNL writer and comedian is making light of Mathew Perry's passing in a real ugly way, which may speak to why he isn't more successful in showbiz. Damn, TMZ just gonna straight trash Kevin Brennan. Kevin, who had a 2-year stint writing for the famed sketch comedy show way back when, and who was once a rising comic, took to Twitter this weekend after news of Perry's death broke and posted an incredibly insensitive message mocking the late Friends actor. Drowned in a hot tub, ha ha ha, Friends star Mathew Perry dead at 54 after apparent drowning. He wrote, drowned in a hot tub, and while linking back to our story. The tweet wasn't viewed by very many people. Nice little shot at him. Kevin Brennan only has about 5,900 followers or so anyway, but it certainly left a bad taste in the mouths of folks who did see it, with many people calling him out in the comments and bashing him for making a joke out of it. Then they bring up Neil Brennan. While Kevin isn't nearly as relevant as he was in the 90s/early 2000s, he still has a famous connection to mainstream Hollywood through his younger brother, Neil, for whom he's estranged. Neil, of course, is the co-creator/writer of Chappelle's Show. Neil and Kevin had a falling out years ago, and their younger sibling went on to forge a solid path for himself. Neil's written for tons of shows and even has his own Netflix comedy special now, whereas Kevin hosts a pretty obscure podcast and does gigs here and there. And then they would show my video, which Neil Brennan talked about not having a relationship with Kevin when he went on Howie Mandel's show. Seems TMZ's been watching my channel. It bears repeating, Neil is not close to Kevin, and based on the interviews Neil Brennan has done of late, where he was asked about his relationship with Kevin, you can tell it's a sensitive topic based on his reaction to Perry alone. You'll see their personalities are very different. So, of course, Kevin's crude remarks here are in no way a reflection of Neil, who, as far as we can tell, minds his business and focuses on his work, and who doesn't seem to have talked about Perry or Friends, for that matter, very much at all publicly. Kevin appears to still fancy himself stand-up adjacent, regularly commenting on mainstream comedians, but Neil undoubtedly rubs shoulders with. Although what he pulled here is far from a laughing matter, Neil doesn't seem to have reacted to his brother's post. We've reached out to him for comment. Nonetheless, so far, no word back. And I think they've reached out to Neil, not Kevin. So, the comedians in making fun of dead people who, die right away. Remember, the most famous case of this so far was Ari Shaffir and the whole Kobe Bryant thing. And I couldn't even defend Ari on that one because if Ari had told the joke, I know that was his defense. But the problem is Ari Shaffir didn't tell a joke. So there's nothing to defend. He just said, Kobe Bryant's dead and I'm happy. Same thing with this. There was no joke being told here. It was just, Mathew Perry died in a hot tub. Ha ha ha. So there's really nothing to defend here. Whereas if they had told jokes, I would probably defend the jokes, being like, look, it's a joke. I mean, bad taste, but it is still a joke. But Kevin Brennan told Ari Shaffir and didn't actually tell a joke. He just was like, I'm glad someone died, which is messed up. But, I mean, Kevin will probably love this article. This article can do nothing but help Kevin at this point. I mean, pretty crazy, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.